Hey, I'm Captain Camp, and this is my ultralight gear list for the GR20. I am leaving this weekend for the through hike on the island of Corsica, so let's jump right into it. The first item is my new backpack. It is the Goloni 40 liter. It really sets the tone for the rest of this gear list, being ultralight and even a little bit stupid light. I wanted something more minimal than my Osprey XLs. So I found this very simple and generic backpack for just 18 euros on Amazon. It worked last month on the DMT, Dutch Mountain Trail, so it will also work on Corsica. And to keep my stuff dry I will use this backpack liner, which is the Nilo Fume bag. Only weighs 20 grams, because I got it a bit smaller as well. Then there is the sleeping bag, my favorite sleeping bag. The Cumulus Lightline 200, customized. I've talked about it before. Great sleeping bag. And I will bring my Big Sky Ultralight pillow, like on my previous true hikes, for more comfort. Then the sleeping pad, that is where it really gets interesting. I got one of the last Ultralight. This is the Term Arrest Neo Air Ultralight, the large size. It packs down much smaller than this. It is really a flimsy sleeping pad, but if it holds up, this is like really the perfect sleeping pad. And it fits in this small bag that came with it. My shelter for this through hike will be the MSR AC Bivy bag. It is not a tent, but it has the same function as a tent to keep me dry and out of the wind. I feel like by not going with the tent, I will be a lot more flexible on this trip. Now, so I'm going by airplane and I already kind of regret it because I'm not allowed to bring this trekking pole. I have a few options. There is a decathlon, but it only opens on Monday, so I have to wait. So I put my hope in just finding a trekking pole in one of the shelters. There are 30,000 hikers per year, so there's a good chance that somebody left behind the trekking pole because they also cannot take it back on the airplane. So I put my money on that. But I might also just try to bring this on the airplane, even though it's not allowed. It already lost the point. It is not sharp at all, so maybe I'm allowed to bring this, but maybe not. The next category is the clothing, an important one. And I will start with the worn clothing that I would usually wear during the day. So first my shoes. These are the Topo Athletic Traverse. My past true hikes I wore the Topo Athletic Ultra Venture Pro. They discontinued that one, but I feel like this is very similar. It's like the follow-up shoe of the Ultra Venture Pro. And I have not even tried them yet, even though I am leaving this weekend. But I trust these shoes. I'm sure they will be good. Here, even the sticker is still on from the Mega Grip. Here, let's take off the stickers. But I am pretty sure that these are the right shoes for the job. And the socks, I have been thinking about it and experimenting a lot, but still I'm going back to the Vinct En Virage cycling socks. I'm not sure if it will be this pair or a new pair that I have still in my closet. These are still the best hiking socks for me for the past 5 years. My hiking shirt is the same I wore for all of my serious hikes for the past 5 years basically. And that is the Outdoor Research Echo hoodie. Still great, it definitely has some wear and tear, but it is really a nice sun protection and still super lightweight and cooling. And the shorts, it is also like the same as I wore in the Pyrenees. It is really comfortable. It is called the Patagonia 9 Trails. They don't make them anymore. I feel sad that I did not buy a second pair, but still fine for now. And then for underwear, nothing special really. It's what I would usually wear. Yeah, nothing special. For more sun protection, I am wearing the sun hat, the sun gloves, which I modified, and the sun glasses. And now the next category is the clothing in my backpack. The first thing that I would put on when it gets a little bit colder would be the Patagonia Houdini, a wind jacket. It's not waterproof at all, but it's a nice extra layer to have. If it gets even more cold, or at night, I will have the down jacket from Decathlon 4-class Trek 100 down jacket. Really warm for its weight. Now, if it gets wet, I will have the poncho, the Sea to Summit Ultra Sail Nano Poncho, which also saved my ass in the Pyrenees, in the mountains, crazy thunderstorms. This was still enough for me. But I do not recommend taking a poncho if you don't know what you're doing, basically. So I do not recommend taking this gear list as advice. Well, you might learn something from it, but it's not like good advice. This is bad advice. Now, I really like having something long for my legs when it gets cold or windy, so I got a new wind bands. My last one, it got damaged. This is a new Gram Expert wind bands. Really light. This is one size larger than I had, so this is the extra large long version, and it only weighs 45 grams for long bands, which is crazy. And I just got first-hand information that there is still a lot of snow. So if the situations get rough, it's really nice to have these warm fleece gloves. It's only 24 grams and it really saves you if you have to keep walking because it's just too cold to stand still. So your hands do not fall off from the cold. So the fleece gloves, I will not leave them at home. And the final clothing item in my backpack is an extra pair of socks. It's just nice to have it, pretty important, good socks. I'm not bringing extra underwear or other extra t-shirts or whatever. I think I do not need any more clothing than what I just showed you. I am really going stupid light on this one, but I think I got the adventure IQ to pull this off. The next category will be navigation. So on my phone I have the Gaia GPS app with the route in it. I also downloaded the GR20 app that someone made, and I bought it for €6. It's really nice actually. Here you see you can really zoom in. It's really specifically about this route. It's really nice. There's some information of places, and even the weather is in there. As long as there is internet, of course. There's no internet. And finally I will be wearing my wrist compass. I think it's really valuable to quickly see if you are going the right direction without having to take something out of your pocket. So that's really good. I would usually advise to bring paper maps as a backup. But this trail, the GR20, from what I have heard, it is really well marked and it's hard to get lost. We will see. And the next category is water and cooking. I will not be cooking, but whatever. This is my water filter. I think it's very important. It's the Catadine B3. There should be a lot of snow still, so there should be enough water to filter and drink, I think. Then I will be carrying 2 water bottles from 1 liter. I will buy them on the island. Then I will bring my food bag, which is a Osprey dry bag, which I found in my closet. It's a pretty sturdy one, and for a reason. I'm also bringing this piece of paracord, 4 meter, so I can tie the food bag to a tree. Because I've heard there are a lot of pigs and other animals on the island. There are actually 2 types of pigs. You got the, that's what I've heard. There's the wild boar, like we also have where I live. But there's also wild pigs. They're basically farm pigs, but they were re-released in the wild. So 2 types of pigs. They both eat everything. So I have to tie the food to the tree. That's what I think. And also to create less odor from the food, I have these resealable IKEA bags. So 3 of these, 2 small ones and a big one. It's only 20 grams, so that's really nice to have. Multi-purpose. And I said I will not be cooking, but I will still be cold soaking. And so we'll be cold soaking things like couscous. Still have to repackage some of this, and I will buy a lot of food at the start of the trail. And then for eating I have this small spoon. It's the Toaks titanium short spoon, which actually it fits inside the cold soaking jar. Pretty nice. Like that. So that's really nice. The next category is my small bag with items. Some people call it a Ditty bag. And I have just what I need in here, not too much. So first there's the toothbrush, cut in half to make the form factor a bit easier to fit in the backpack. Travel sized toothpaste. Then some toothpicks, also nice to have. I think I got the best blister prevention technique, which is Leukotape P. I will put that on first when I'm almost getting a blister, and then I will put another layer of duct tape over it, so it removes the friction between the Leukotape and the shoe, and this works really well. I never got a blister. Then something new, I got these hay fever eye drops. I just discovered this year that, probably that irritation that I got every year, it's hay fever, and this works very well. It has really already proven itself. So, and then finally in my Ditty bag is some ibuprofen, just in case I got hurt. I got 10 pills of ibuprofen. So that was all of the small items. Now the next category is other items. First I got my passport. It's mandatory. Next I got some contact lenses. I don't think I need to bring my glasses on this trail. It's not so long. It's 180 kilometers, 200, I don't know. So the contact lenses should be fine. I got this really nice ultralight wallet from Gram Expert. Without anything in it, it only weighs 6.7 grams. Now, about the money, it is really important to bring enough cash because there's no way to pay by card in the mountains. So I actually brought a lot of it. 385 euros. It sounds like a lot, but hey, I think it might be useful. And now that I look back on it, on my true hike of the HRP, 35 days in Pyrenees, I only took 100 euros, and I did run out of money. So that was not so easy, but there were actually some towns where you could pay by card. On the GR20, I believe it's only in the middle town of Vitsavona where I can pay by card. Now, if I have to take a toilet break outside of those camping sites, For that I will bring some toilet paper, but I am not planning to leave it behind out in nature. I think if you use toilet paper you should bring it with you in a Ziploc bag and then throw it away when you're back in civilization. Also, for more hygiene, I got this water spraying device. It works really well and fits on most bottles. I'm also bringing 2 small trash bags for collecting trash and multi-purpose. And finally, in other items, I am bringing sunscreen. I really like this one. I still have to repackage it because it's too much to bring on the airplane. Yeah, if I would have had a few more days available, I probably would have taken the boat. Just like my mother did back in 1981, when she hiked a big part of the GR20. That has been my main inspiration to try out this hike. The next category is a few electronics. The first thing is my phone, which is a small smartphone. It is the Unihertz Jelly Star. And this is my second one already. The first one, it broke after 2 years. It's really nice, really small, works really well. Already got a crack in the screen, but it's really good. And then pretty important on this trip, a headlamp. This is the golden standard, the Nightcore NU25, but they don't make them anymore. There are newer models, but it has been a little bit hit or miss. But I believe they got a new, like they call it the NU20 Classic, and it's just as good as this, from what I've heard. But the headlamp, it will be so important because this trail is known for people starting ridiculously early in the morning, like 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock. And I do not want to stay behind the masses or get in the masses. So because of this, I'm also forced to start really early in the morning. So a good headlamp is super important. And then to charge my electronics, I am bringing 2 power banks, 2 of the Nightcore NB10000. This one is the 2nd generation, and this is the 1st. One of the lightest power banks there are. And I keep them in this power bank pouch from 6 Moons Designs, just to make sure they don't get ruined. Charging block is this Anker 2-port charger, and then I have 3 cables right now. I'm still searching in my closet. Maybe I have some shorter cords, but I think I will probably bring these 3. Not too bad. So the final category is the camera gear. I am bringing my Canon M50 with the 15 to 45 millimeter lens. It is still a pretty neat camera. And during the day I will put this variable ND filter on it. It's really helpful in bright sunlight. And this is a brand new one because I damaged the old one in Albania. And I am using this microphone, the Rode Video Micro. And this is my tripod, the Petco Ultrapod, with an Arca adapter, so I can put my camera really fast on it, and it packs down really small. I will bring 1 extra battery, so a total of 2. And this is something new. These ones have the charging port in the battery, so I don't have to bring a separate charging unit. I think it's a really nice upgrade to save just a few more grams. And here I have 1 extra SD card, so the total of 2. It's 500 gigabytes, that should be enough. And then I'm also bringing a bunch of lens wipes. Also part of the camera system is the Peak Design capture clip. So this is on the shoulder strap of my backpack, so I can put away my camera super fast and get it super fast as well. And finally, I will bring my Quechua fanny pack for some of the accessories I just showed for the camera. And this camera fanny pack, it only weighs 37 grams. Really ultralight. And finally, IKEA bags. Dry bag. Now, to conclude this video, the base weight without camera gear is just below 3.7 kilogram, which is about 8 pounds. And if I include the camera gear, it is 4.5 kilograms, which is just below 10 pounds. So a sub 10 pound base weight on the GR20 at the end of May, this is ridiculous. And my most ultralight and stupid light gear list so far. Yeah, make sure to subscribe to this channel to see how it went. Drop your commentary or leave a like if you want to do me a favor. And as always, thanks for watching.